Oh, my companions. Yolo, Shamino, Gweno, Boyden. I left them on Serpent Isle when I went to the Void. I'm sure they've managed to get to Britannia safe and sound. Yes, they'll be fine. They don't need me, they're very resourceful after all. I think I'm as strong and fast as I'll ever be. Yes, my training appears to be complete. I think I'll explore Tenebrae some more now. Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Ultima VIII, and when last we left off, we were still exploring this part of Tenebrae, and we've done a lot of training. We now have 25 strength and 25 dexterity, the maximum in both that we can attain. We do need to get a better weapon and some more equipment before we do more exploration. But for now, let's go over to this treasure chest. There's something in here that we want, or rather that we want to read. Step a bit further forward, Avatar. This treasure chest won't explode, but a lot of them will. We want to read this book, Morians, Necromancer, Prophet, Hero, and for now, we'll just take it. I'm sure nobody will complain, right? Just put that in your backpack, Avatar, if we can highlight over it. There we go, and we'll read that later. I know of one particular time when reading it will be, something that we can do. Let's just head out here and see if we can go and talk to someone. And go into one particular building that I haven't been into yet. There's a small building here. Is it locked? Yes, it's locked. We're not going to be able to get in there. Fair enough. Let's instead go over here. And go back to the blacksmith's before it closes. We're going here before it closes for one particular reason, and that is not to buy anything, because we don't have enough money to buy anything. What we're going to do is we're going to have a bit of a nap. We're going to rest for one period of time, and during that period of time, the owner of the blacksmith's will leave, and leave us in here. The door is open because we left it open, otherwise it would probably be shut, which means that we can now take anything that we like without the owner deciding to call us a thief and us getting blown up. But just to be sure, we'll close the door first. What we want to do is we want to drop this dagger. We're not going to be needing this dagger anymore. Away with you! We're going to be grabbing this weapon instead. A saber. A far better weapon. There we go. Much better already. And the Avatar tax begins. There is much more that we need to get. Like this shield, for instance. This will save us quite a bit of money. Now our armor is at 4, which is pretty impressive considering beforehand it was at 0. But we want this helmet. Excellent. Now the helmet actually matches how we look, and we have 8 armor. That said, we don't have any actual armor, and we still don't have shoes, but it's a step in the right direction, eh? And it cost us 0 money. And that's the best price for any equipment in this game. Let's move on. There's still one more place that we have to go to. And you, sir, you didn't know that we were taking any of that. We could fight you. It's really not a good idea to fight you, because even though we do have a better weapon and a little bit of armor, that guard has a reach weapon, and we can't attack at that range, and so we're very likely to just die. Let's have a little bit of a run and see if we can find one person in particular. It's very likely we won't be able to find that person. No, that person is currently not here, and for a moment I thought that you were trying to attack me, but no, you just need a new weapon. Fair enough, we need to go in here and open this up. I forgot to open this up the first time round. We just need to be in the right position where we can see it. Let's see, there we go. 4 obsidian coins. We'll have all of them, thank you. Thank you very much, Devon. You've been most helpful. And now we can go and explore one place in particular. We were told of the fact that there was a fire and somebody died, and they think that the ghost of the person that died is still there to this day, haunting that place. We're going to be going there, because we can get some nice things. Hello, how are you? You appear to just be walking on the spot. Well, at least you're not in the blacksmith's, then you'd have seen me stealing all of your stuff. Let's go in here and see if there's anything of any particular value. And the answer appears to be no. There's a chest that we can open, and there's nothing interesting in there. There's also this. Nothing interesting in there either. And there's also this. Nothing interesting in there. There's a clock, and it is currently 3 moons. We could take that clock. It might actually be a good thing to take, just so that we know what time it is. You know what? That's a brilliant idea. We need to know what time it is, so we shall take this clock. It is now ours, and we can always check what time it is now by just clicking this. Excellent. If only we had a pocket watch, eh? But it seems like we're not going to have that. So instead, we'll just leave and keep exploring around. Excellent. There is one location in particular that we want to go to. And to get there, we need to head quite a bit south and take note of this location. It appears to be some kind of fighting arena, and there is an enemy there, a troll, and a wounded thorax. We might be going in there at some point, but not just yet. For now, we're going to head this way, and then this way, and follow this path until we find this dirt path that we're going to follow. This dirt path is going to take us to somewhere where we can get some nice things. There is one downside to getting these nice things, and that is that there's a ghost here that we're going to be ignoring. So indeed, there is a ghost here. The guards of Tenebrae should really be taking care of the fact that there is a ghost here, but more importantly, they should be taking care of the fact that zombies appear here as well. Can you see a hole in this floor? I can, and I'm going to be revealing that hole, as much of it as I possibly can, by moving all of this wood. We need to move all of it away so that we can get access to what's down there. The only downside of getting access to what's down there is we then need to get back up, which is why moving as much as we can is a really good idea. And there is one zombie. There are two zombies here. We really need to move more stuff. We need to go here. Oh, careful, Avatar. You don't want to fall. I've no idea what you are going to fall off. Maybe a tiny piece of wood. But at least the game warns you that, hey, you may fall a significant distance here. It's alright, Avatar. Just step forward and move things away. You can move that there, move this here, and you can move that over there. I don't mind where you move it. You could throw it over there if you like. And also throw this here. Or you could put that over there. Either way, we've nearly cleared out all of this wood. We need to do this so that we can get access to some nice treasure. Nearly done. Just move a few more things, Avatar. You also want to move that at some point. Let's just move that there. And I think we've cleared out everything there. How do we get down there? It's really easy. You just walk into the hole. Eventually. We need to be at a very particular angle. There we go. I think down here should be fine. A very particular angle, it would seem. I know we're going to fall, Avatar. Just fall down there. Excellent. We're going to move this over here in a little bit after we get this bag. This bag that has a lot of money in it. We're going to be taking the bag and the money. We want both of those things. Alright, how much money is it? It is 67 obsidian coins. That's quite impressive. What we're going to do is we're going to combine the obsidian coins we already have with those obsidian coins, and now we have loads of them. We really want the obsidian coins here, and we want to put all of our fish in here, I think. Excellent. And we'll also put our bottle of drink in there as well. This bottle, we've no idea what drink's in there, it's just got drink in it. Also the dagger too. Now everything's far better organised. Oh, we can also put the cheese in there as well. Excellent. Now we need to get out of here. And to do that, unfortunately, we're going to have to navigate to a good position beneath the hole, and then jump up. To do that, we're going to have to move some things. Just move that there, and hopefully we can now get out of here. There's nothing blocking our way up there, we just need to get into the right position, and then jump up. That is not the right position. If we try to jump up, nothing will happen. We can get out of here, we just need to be very particular. It's not there that we can get out. What about up here? Can we get out if we go up here? Maybe? Try and jump, Avatar! That did not work. And we can't get out there. What about over here? Can we get out over here? Give it a go, Avatar. Not there because, again, the Avatar won't jump in that position. Alright, let's try this again. Once more, Avatar! Jump! Really? What if we jump like this? There we go! We need to be a little bit further away with the arrow. But we're now out and safe. Let's go into this area over here. It looked like there was somebody we could talk to. Ah, hello you. How are you? You are... No, not clothes. If you could stop moving, we'll have a conversation. You are peasant. Let's just talk to you. If you'll stop moving. There we go. Excuse me. May I have a moment of your time? No. Who do you think you are? Why, I am the Avatar. That's not a good thing to say. Let's just say farewell. There's nothing here that we can really get anyway that's of any importance. We could go up here, but there really isn't anything up here. Let's just go, shall we? And see if we can avoid fighting those zombies. We really don't want to fight any zombies right now. The way out is here. And if we go this way round, we definitely won't get into a fight. We don't want to get into a fight right now anyway. And maybe, Avatar, you can tell the guards about the fact that there is a slight zombie/ghost problem over there. I doubt they actually care. You see, Britannia wouldn't have any zombies and ghosts just hanging around in the city perimeter. Most likely, anyway. It actually might happen. There is a ruined building there. There's a building here that we can go into. We haven't been in here yet. We can go in. That's always good. There's quite a lot of stuff here. And a lot of wrecked stuff in here as well. But there is a dancing ruby. We'll have that. That we could sell. Excellent. And we'll just leave. There's something here on the table that we might be able to read, though. Let's have a look. It is just parchment. There is actually nothing to read here. Never mind. Let's close that and pretend that we never took anything. There is one more place I would like to look at before we leave, and that is a building that we haven't yet found. I'll be able to find it, though. Don't worry. If I just run here, eventually I'll come across it. It's not that building. It's a rather long building. This is the building, I think. In here is a dead peasant. Just there, at the table. Somebody has killed this person. Do you have anything on you? It doesn't seem like we can check. But there are some books here. The Eye of the Boulder. The Runes of the Myth Drainer. If that is not a poke at the Eye of the Beholder series, I don't know what is. My love, my life, my doom. I began my search for the Eye shortly after my 19th year, while still in training with the Necromancers. Had I known at that young age what would befall me upon the completion of my undertaking, I would have spent my days differently, seeking companionship over mystic power, warm love rather than cold stone. But my desire for the Eye was all-consuming. It is said to have been found at the heart of an otherworldly chunk of rock, perhaps a part of some ancient tool or weapon that fell from the sky during a time when godlike beings fought for dominance of this world and the worlds beyond. This is the first reference we've seen to black rock, a material that we've had a lot of experience with. The Eye was later sundered into half a dozen finely chiseled runestones by the Leech Lord, referred to in some texts as the Drainer of Myths. The subsequent details concerning the runestones and their uses became the events of legend, as tempests and heroes fought for possession of the pieces of the Eye. Though it took many years, it was I who finally managed to collect all the pieces, and with each part of the Eye that I added to my collection, my power grew, enabling me to recover successive pieces with greater ease. Obsessively, I laid the groundwork during those years of searching, preparing for the time when I could finally reintegrate the 6 disc-like pieces of the Eye. On the day of completion, once I had enacted the last of the rituals, my primary apprentice and I fitted the Eye directly into the freshly carved socket at the base of my skull, linking the mystic stone's energies with those of my own nervous system. That sounds like a really, really bad idea. Only then did I learn that the Eye's sorcerous operations were antithetical to my own. Immediately, its dire effects became apparent. My memory and other mental faculties grew weaker, the images I behold lost resolution, and the sounds around me began to seem like bland reproductions. I left my hidden tower, staggering forward at a grueling pace, one step at a time, and since then the events of my days have seemed the tired tellings of a poor storyteller, and all I have wanted is release. I am ashamed to have wasted so much time and so many of my resources upon such a disappointing thing. I sought nothing less than the ultimate, but instead received only a pale reflection, a hint of what could have been. That is unfortunate. We may encounter that character later. Who knows? And there is the Devenoming the Kith by Loria. Removing the venom sacs from a kith should only be done to an animal between the ages of 4 and 6 days. Sedate the kith by allowing it to inhale the vapours of boiling kala leaves and mushroom spores. Do not breathe these vapours or intense headaches and dizziness will occur. Once the animal is sedated, roll it onto its back and locate the bony plate at the base of the mandible. Insert a wedge or pick into the seam at the base of this plate, and press firmly until the plate begins to slide. It will still be attached to the abdomen by several fibrous bands. Lay the plate back over the abdomen and locate a pale membrane near the base of the mandible. Make an incision diagonally across the membrane and wedge it open. Inside there is a purple muscle. Slide this muscle towards the kith's head, and underneath is a green or yellow gland with 2 tubes leading into the throat. Wrap the gland in a heavy cloth and clamp off the larger of the tubes as close to the gland as possible. Cut the tube just behind the clamp and firmly squeeze the gland until any venom in it has been forced down the remaining tube. Cut the second tube and lift out the empty gland. Now stitch together the ends of the tubes and fill the cavity with the boiled kala leaves. Slide the muscle back in place and stitch the membrane closed. Repeat the process at the base of the second mandible. When both glands have been removed, lay the plate back over the exposed area and bind to the kith's body with cord or bandages until it reattaches. Note: some kith have no venom sac on the right side of the head. If the gland is not visible after opening the cavity, it may be one of these animals, but search the area thoroughly before closing the cavity. We may want to remember that, just in case we need to get some venom. We probably don't need to get some venom. And here is a painting. It's a very small painting, and it's unlikely that we're going to need it. We'll have a quick look around. After all, the person that lives here isn't going to complain if we have a little bit of a search. Anything in here? It looks like a resounding no. Nothing but some information that we may use at some point. Is there anything under the pillow? There might be. Let's have a look. The cushion has been moved, revealing nothing. Anything out here? Apart from a relatively nice view, absolutely nothing. Fair enough. We've nearly finished exploring over here. There is one more person that we could talk to, but we can't find them right now, so instead, we're going to head over to the other side of the city. To do that, we're going to go this way. There are 2 ways that you can go to the other side of the city. We're going to go the way that we know, and that is this way. In particular because there's one thing that I missed from the entrance area by Tenebrae. We're going to go and show that off now. If we go this way, and then head over to where the shore is, which is over here, and then down the way we came this way, we can go and get an item. We already have this item right now, but we could go and get it. Hello again, don't mind me, I'm just heading this way for no particular reason. If you do some exploring, you'll find this, a ruined building. You'll note that there's a treasure chest there, and we can get access to that treasure chest if we just move this. It is currently locked, but we actually have the key for this one. It's that key that we found earlier. So if we just use the key, and not close the backpack, if we use the key on this, it will open. Unfortunately, this is also trapped, but we didn't die, which is fine. We'll just move this, and here is another helmet, just in case we needed one. How much damage did we take from that? The answer is, not a lot. We still have 38 health. Well, we had 38 health when we took the damage. We now have 39. I didn't have the health bar up because we really didn't need it up at this time. Is there anything else here of any importance? The answer is, well, there is, that animal there, a thorax. I think we might avoid that thorax. It seems like a bad idea to engage that thorax in combat. So we'll just go this way, and leave you be. Excellent. Now that we have some better equipment, and some money that we could use to buy even more equipment, when we come back, folks, we'll go and explore the other side of Tenebrae, the side that the guard told us is where the richer people live. And hopefully we'll be able to find the librarian there, because we really want to find a way out of here and back to Britannia. Also, the music appears to have got a little bit unusual there. We'll just do this, and the music will be back to normal. Marvellous. We need to get back to Britannia as soon as possible, because while the Guardian may be taunting us, and may not be entirely truthful in the fact that he's currently invading Britannia, he very well might be. We can't take that chance. And so, when we come back, folks, we'll be heading to the other half of Tenebrae. Who knows, there might be more things that we can take there. For the Avatar tax, we already have a fair amount of obsidian coins, but we could always do with more. And we'll be reading this book a little later. So I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.